Winston, come on, jump on the stairs.
Right here, Winston. No.
Come on. He's too scared.
Right here, Winston. Right here. Right there.
He's excited. Winston, look. See? Good job, Paul. We are embarking on a new adventure. We actually just purchased this Lance Lite truck camper. We have it on our new Chevy Silverado, and we're gonna clean it up. It's in need of some cleaning. It's about 24, how old is it?
It was from what year?
1999.
1999.
So it's 24 years old. It's about to be a 24-year-old truck camper. The inside is in great condition. The outside is in great condition. There's no leaking that we're aware of.
Owners took really good care of it, which makes a huge difference when we're coming into it. I know that the stove sounds old, but it doesn't look used at all. So we're excited that that's our slate to get started on. It definitely needs some TLC though. We're gonna be giving it so much TLC in the next weeks and months. It's not honey I roamed yet. We have so much to do. We are going to, first step, clean this camper from top to bottom. We are going to be renovating our truck camper to make it our very own. We have so many exciting ideas. So far, Winston is liking it, I think. We're gonna have to get him used to jumping around and getting comfortable with the steps. For now, this is just an exciting time for our little Honey I Roam family.
Before we do anything to the inside of this truck camper, what I want to do is just kind of document the inside so we can see whenever we've done all of our projects, the progress. We want to see the progress. The only thing I've done so far is kind of clean out some trash stuff that we're not going to keep. All of these really old kind of curtains and just freshen everything up. We need to sleep in it probably in a few days because the buyer of our runaway is going to be arriving. So we got to make sure the runaway is ready for her. She's actually one of our honeys. Makes our heart feel super happy. We got to get this where we want to like live in it and stay in it. It's going to be quite a bit. Plus we only have today off and then we're going to be working pretty much every day. We'll be a little bit tired, I think.
I'll start with this one. I'm feeling overwhelmed about the possibilities of this camper. We don't need a huge space to really feel like it's an upgrade for us. That's the truth. Thinking about all the beautiful ideas we're gonna do, I just can't wait to bring y'all along on this journey. All the cabinets in here really are secured nicely. I know that a huge problem with truck campers and any kind of RV that you're pulling is that everything always falls down. So we're gonna have to come up with creative solutions to keep all of our stuff upright. If you have great suggestions for it, let us know in the comments because we need to know right now. This is just the best.
Amber just cleaned this thing completely. Thank you so much. It smells so good in here, fresh and clean, just like we like it. And you know, we always try to look our best for the camera. We try to look our best for our YouTube channel. But honestly, you get the rawest version of us. Look at my girl. She's been working so hard in here. And the sooner that we can clean this out, put all of our stuff in it, the sooner we can plug it in because we're still kind of living in our runaway. Look how hard she works.
It was getting super duper hot in there.
You're glistening.
Thank you. Glow. We're throwing away so much stuff in here, even though it really looks like there's minimal in here, which there really thankfully is. We're still throwing everything that doesn't have a Honey I Roam touch away. This is gonna be the foundation of our new Honey I Roam-mobile. We need to name it.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so pumped for everything. I already upgraded all these little lights that can run off of the DC power to LED lights, so it'll save some power. We'll eventually figure out how to get this thing outfitted solarly, so we can have more of an off-grid solar setup, but one thing at a time. As you guys know, there's a lot we need to learn. There's a lot we need to buy. There's a lot we need to understand, and we'll get it figured out.
You know what it's time for? I haven't had a beer, and it's time for one of Amber's beer reviews. Let's go see what's in the cooler. Today we're switching it up a little bit. We are having an Austin Cider's pineapple cider. This is something I have genuinely never tried. Ciders usually aren't my go-to. I'm usually a beer kind of person, but you know, honestly, someone gave it to me to try. So let's see. This is 5%. It's a cider, so it is gonna have some sugar in it. This has 160 calories, 27 grams of sugar. Ooh. So think of it more like a soft drink. Because of the pineapple, it automatically brings me to pina colada. Really refreshing. It does taste like there's juice in it, so they're doing something right here. All it really is hard apple cider, filtered water, pineapple concentrate. Okay, there's some real pineapple in there. I could tell it's not just fake, and there are no natural flavors. Ding, ding, ding. This is a winner for that reason. I poured it over ice, which is a fun switch up for me than a beer. If you're just gonna have one and you like pineapple, try it.
All right, one of the things that I wanted to kind of accomplish today was to get our clothes in there and get like all of our utilitarian type tools and stuff and find a spot for it in the truck camper. Let's do it. First aid kit. We have a first aid kit in the truck, in the camper, and then I have an additional one to put wherever I want. So I always have a first aid kit, and I definitely have the essentials in here, but I also always have burn gel pads. In February, I stepped on charcoal briquettes, and those burn gel pads really helped me because the pain is so incredibly horrible. Highly recommend it for your first aid kit, especially if you're a camper. Firebox stoves, our little firebox grills that we have. This is a super cool like pocket saw. It's a little razor tooth pocket saw. Next up is my clothes. So I've really been living out of a storage bin that we've just been keeping underneath the canopy while we're in this transitory period. We might need some kind of like storage thing where it's like, you know, shelves so we can have like our underwear on the top, and then, you know what I mean?
Shelves.
But for right
like
now,
drawer shelf things.
Yeah.
Thank Winston.
For right now, it's better than a storage bin.
Yeah. Today's a really big day. We have not plugged in our camper ever. When we first picked it up from the original owner, he had it plugged into a generator, so we've never actually used our own power source to plug it in, use the air, use the lights, turn everything on. We haven't done any of that yet, so we're gonna do it right now.
We've still been sleeping in the tiny camper, but now we're gonna sleep in the just a little bit bigger tiny camper that we have on the truck, and tonight is the first night for that. We've already taken everything out of the tiny camper and we've transferred it into the truck camper so we can sell this thing, because we're actually gonna be selling it in a few days. So we wanna get that prepped and ready for the new owner.
The only thing that we don't have new right now is the new bed that we ordered. That's gonna come in a couple of days, so we're gonna have to use the original bed that's in this camper for just a few nights.
We know that this is gonna be such a process because we wanna get everything nice and organized in the truck camper, in the truck, for our full-time setup and how we're gonna be living. So until we start to live in it, we're really not quite sure how we're gonna organize everything, what we're gonna kick out of our setup and what we're gonna add into it. So we're playing around with different ideas, and it's been a lot of fun so far. But for now, we just want to get the tiny camper sold and cleaned up and get our new truck camper ready to go. It's been 6 months since I've towed this tiny camper, so I do tow stuff here at the campground. I actually tow quite a bit more than I ever had in my entire life in the last 6 months, but the little campers, if you've ever towed them, they're very squirrely. So when you try to back up, they kind of go a little extra. Whereas if you have a heavier camper, it's a little more stable once you're backing it up, especially whatever direction you want it to go in. So I know I can do it.
6 inches more, 2 inches. Okay, stop. Perfect.
Beautiful. I missed you run away on it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is our little work truck that we have here at the campground, and I wanted to use it because I have the truck camper on the truck right now. And I can't see so much behind me, and I need to be able to see this camper. I think the camper is too small for me to be able to see it if I was backing it up with the truck camper.
Okay, you're good. Yep. That's a tight fit.
30 amp plug.
This is a really long cord. We won't need the whole thing. Okay, we've been using 30 amp this whole time, but because of our electrical converter to have multiple plug access holes, we've only been using 10 amps. 10 amps for our whole lifestyle. We could have used more, but we made it work. We're making it work, and now we're moving to 30.
Are we plugged in?
It's plugged in. It's plugged in.
All right, we're gonna get the fridge going and the air conditioning so we can start doing some work in here. And it's still pretty darn hot out here in Texas, so we need some AC going. Wow. Wow, Winston.
It's all happening.
Air condition is going. Let's get the fridge going. The fridge that we have is a 3-way, can be powered with DC power, propane, or with shore power, which is what we have going on right now.
Seems like it has never been used. I mean, there's no food residue or anything.
The AC is a little bit loud, but God bless you.
We're in the process of saying our final goodbyes to our sweet tiny camper. So what that means is we need to prepare it for the person who is driving all the way from Indiana to buy our runaway. It's been collecting leaves and dirt for a little bit, so we need to have it presentable for its new owner. She is going to buy the bed from us, so we're gonna keep our original bed in the runaway. I think that'll be really helpful because it's a queen size mattress and we cut off 6 inches so it custom fits in there. So she decided to purchase that too. I think that's smart. That means we're gonna be getting a new bed in our truck camper. For now, let's scrub it up. It's actually pretty intimidating to be starting so fresh in our truck camper. Everything is in complete disarray. Nothing is organized. Everything is an absolute mess. We don't know where things are gonna go yet, and we know we're gonna be renovating a lot of the inside, so the permanent places don't matter so much. We just need to be comfortable for these next couple of weeks and for our travels after this. It's our first night. It's so cozy in here. You like it, Winston?
I'm feeling so spoiled right now. I'm able to stand up at night. If we had our food in here, I could have a late night snack. By late night, I mean 8 p.m. because we go to bed so early. Even with the little touches, although it's completely disorganized right now, it feels so comfortable. We actually have running water. I tested it out. We're not gonna use the toilet quite yet. We're gonna get a little more comfortable with that. I'm gonna flush out the tanks and all that stuff. But for now, we're gonna relax and watch TV, work on videos for you guys.
Good night.
Good night. Ooh, it's dark in here. Cozy.
We're gonna sleep so good.
Today is the day. It is a bittersweet day. We are selling the Runaway. It is no longer our tiny camper anymore. And it's going to a wonderful woman that is luckily one of our honeys. Thank you, Susan, for reaching out to us and driving all the way down from Indiana to pick up your new tiny camper. Let's go hand over the keys to Susan. We've had some of the best memories in that tiny camper. It's been so fun to travel all over the country, explore, and just be completely free in that tiny camper. It was our gateway into this whole camping world, and we'll forever be grateful.
I am pretty excited about the camper and getting the keys, and there's a lot of them. Wait, that's unlocked? Yes!
You did it! Yay!
Did it! The key worked.
This is Susan's new runaway camper. It is her tiny camper.
And
Congratulations.
I'm sitting in it and I have a lot of keys that go to things. And it's super exciting.
It looks good with you. Even your bandana matches. This is Susan's first test drive with the camper attached. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
Yay! Everybody comment down below and say it looks good on you, Susan. Look at this cool setup she's got. She's got a Nissan Frontier 4-wheel drive with the tiny camper. It's a perfect little setup, right? Thank you. We love you. Love you. Thank you. What an awesome day. It was really moving to see Susan really happy about the camper, and so it just gives me such a sense of peace knowing that it's going to be going to a good home full of new adventures. It just really makes me feel so happy, to be honest. I feel very full of happiness right now.
It's time to say goodbye. I gotta say, our runaway looks really cute on the back of her truck. She's gonna have a whole new life now. It's really sad though. It really is. I love her. Let's go.
It was so good meeting you in real life.
IRL.
Thank you so much for watching this video.
We're Honey I Roam. Thank you for all of your love and support on this journey. We love you.